On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we work on the 325i again. And look, we've got stuff. Cabin air filter, hood struts, filter. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today, like I said, we're back here in the big shop with the BMW 325i, the $1,000 BMW, and it's just about wrapped up. Headlights will be here Thursday, unfortunately. So that is way too far out, but they're coming. In the meantime, I got a couple things to do. I gotta suck down the AC and fill it back up with some refrigerant, and we gotta install all this, and I need to swap out the radio because the radio that's in there is pretty interesting. Let me show you what's going on. So here's the business CD player that's in here, and take a look at, if you push in on it, the display works and you can see what's going on. And if you pull out, oh nope, only in this time. It was out earlier. So it's pretty exciting. You push really hard to shut it off, really hard to turn it on. Anyway, I cannot wait to get this old junk radio out, toss in that new business CD radio, and today we're also going to swap out the front window regulators and put all the door panels back together. It's too bad they weren't put back together before. So let's get to work. All right, first and foremost, the most important part, these $11 hood struts from Amazon. So I'll probably put links. Yeah, wild, right? They were $80 here in town, and I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna do that. So here we have some Chinesium. They're completely unmarked. They're not sacks or anything super nice, but I bet they hold the hood up. So now all we gotta do is, oh, thank you, just what I needed. Gotcha. A hood prop. Okay, I gotta get down in there, which is the tricky part. Which way do you think they're supposed to go?
Well, I've never worked on a BMW before, so.
Come down, come down. Okay, there's one. That looks.
Want to hold it?
Oh, nope. One is not going to hold this hood. It's actually.
If they were real struts, it would.
It's pretty heavy. And here it is. Wow, there's a lot of leaves built up in here still, so I'm going to have to get a screwdriver and clear all this out here in a second. But I can get to where the hood strut goes, so that's nice. Okay, and down. There we go. Does it stay? Hey, look at that. All right, finally, no more baseball bat or 2x4 holding the hood.
Let's see if they clear.
Oh, I'm sure they clear.
They do clear.
Perfect. They went all the way down in. And now that the hood is finally staying up, I'm unbelievably excited about that. I gotta get the cabin air filter cover off of this guy. So, there we go, look at that. There's the old one, which is, it's okay, it's a little nasty.
Probably the easiest cabin air filter to change.
Yeah, that's it's right up there with one of the easiest. And we've got a Bosch C3640WS Premium. Believe me, we're not cheaping out anywhere on this car. Premium cabin air filter. Whoever gets this car is going to enjoy it, and everything's going to be new. Every filter, the air filter, the cabin air filter, the oil, everything. So the new one has little tabs that lock in right here. So we'll slide that down until these tabs sit where they need to sit, which appear to be right about there. Okay. Now all we have to do is put our cover back. I wish this was cleaned up. I wish I had some back to black to make this all pretty. I've got the cabin air filter cover all cleaned up, and now should just slide back up in there, and we'll lock in these little tabs. So there is the cabin air filter. I guess we could do the fun part next.
Absolutely.
This is, it's supposed to be the last part that you do, right before the BMW rolls out of the factory. But we're gonna go ahead and cheat, since we're mostly done. So we're gonna take the hood badge grommets, basically. It's kind of what they are. And set them in here, just like that. I'm glad we don't have to remove an existing one. Push this thing down. You really have to push down on this thing to make this set. Look at that. You know what? I think I watched the video of it going down at the factory, and I'm pretty sure they did the exact same thing. So that works out pretty well. Dead blow and a leather glove. So now we have a badge. I guess we could do the honors here. The coolest part of the whole thing. Now for this tedious CAN bus wiring to the air quality sensor that I didn't want to do out in the freezing cold. Get all my wires stripped here, and then I'm gonna get my heat shrink on, and we have to retwist the wires and do a little soldering. I'll just update you right after. There you go. Look at that. The CAN bus wiring is all back and all the twists are in it. It's all soldered up. So now we gotta make the harness look good, which means we gotta tape it back up just like it was from the factory. It'd be cool if they used that cloth tape on this, but this is just regular old electrical tape. Hey, thanks. There we go. That is as factory as they come, and then there was like one more little bit of tape right there holding this whole thing together, and I split it right where the factory split was. This radio seems way better than the other one, so let's get to installing. And also, I think this, pardon my mess, is the window regulators. There we go. We got a whole bunch of them. So all we got to do is pull some door panels apart, pull some dash panels apart, and yeah, it's easy, right? We're gonna try to pull the radio out of this thing pretty quickly. So I'm gonna take my trim tool, slide it in there. Try not to crack any of this already cracked. Okay, there we go, super easy. Unfortunately over here I have some nonsense. I have no clue what this is. It says Monster on it. I would very much like to remove it. Huh, well that's gonna go in the trash, and I'm gonna get that adhesive off of there. Oh, look at that, that adhesive comes right off and it didn't even leave any marks. Thank you to Monster for that one. Super happy that's going in the trash. And then we'll pry again. Hey, look at that. Somebody's been in here working on this. That was way too easy. Should just have one pin back there. There it goes. Ooh, trying not to drop those. And then we'll pull out the 2 screws for the radio. Might even show you guys this in real time because it's so easy. Antenna, pop that connector off carefully. And then there's this gigantic connector. Lift up that entire thing right there. It's like a quick disconnect with a cam, and then start wiggling. And good luck, because it has these gigantic pins in it. So my new one came with all the plastic on here for some reason. So we'll get that out of there and push this guy back in. This is the fun part right here. And as you slide, you'll hear the thing turn on because it already had power, and then just push down to lock in the cam. There you go. That's the main connector. Here is the antenna connector. All right, everything's hooked back up. We could do a function check if we want. I think I have the key. Let's see what we've got. That looks better already. Join in any reindeer game. Everything worked great. It does get radio stations, and the steering wheel controls work. So all that's left is putting these 2 Phillips back and snapping our trim in. Slide it back in. There it goes. And then this one can go on to, get it all lined up in there. So easy. BMW flashlights in there. Oh, it's dead. All the ones in the 5 Series all seem to work for some reason. This one's very dead. It actually turned on for a second once I hit the charging pins, but I'd say it's dead. Okay, we're gonna start with the passenger side door panel now and swap out these window regulators that are toast. And this one is partially out. Let's see if I can pry this out of there. There we go. So it looks like you just need a T20. Get all these out. Wow, that one is a big one. And let's see, a couple in there. And one right here. Lots of clips to pop out of this thing. Hey, there it goes. Screws falling out too. Passenger window works, door panel is back on, and while we're in here, time to do a little cleaning. Get rid of all this nonsense. Gotta get rid of these. It looks better already. Now it just needs a good detail. And with these black kidney grills can go in the trash, it looks like. All the tabs are broken anyway. For some strange reason, there were even broken seat belts in this car, so it came with spares. Look at that. And there's the broken one. So got the impact set up. Hopefully, we can just pop this right off. We're gonna need a bigger impact. Old one is off, a new one going in. Well, maybe. Break time. Sun chips, liquid ice black. Everything's vacuumed out underneath the seat, where all the floor mats go. The floor mats that were dirty got put in the sink and washed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. That actually took a little bit. This door panel over here, it turns out it was no big deal. All the screws were in that floor mat. So once I put all the screws back in and buttoned it back up, look at that. No more door panel falling off. The door shuts as it should. So we made great progress there. The only thing left tonight is that front window regulator. I'm gonna do that right now. I already started taking it apart. Just popped the trim off. And now I just have to take out these screws, that one, that one, that one, that one, the usual, and pop a couple more clips out. Figure out what these go to. I think I have 4 of these and I have no idea where they go. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of Googling. It's really strange. They're in every door panel and on the floor and all over the place. So I'm gonna try to figure out what those are and wrap up this window regulator real quick. Well, it has been a night. The E46 is moving along. I'm really happy with where it's at now, and I can't wait to go drive it. Headlights are on the way. Like I said, they'll be here Thursday, but today we knocked out the radio. I set the clock finally. I reset the service indicator. Passenger and driver window regulators, rebuilt the rear driver door panel because, you know, that was all apart, organized everything in the trunk, started putting everything back. I think I'm gonna leave the LEDs in the back now because I really like the way they look when it's in reverse. And you know what, these those little white strips that glow, like the diffusion strips in there, those look really cool. And that one lights up that way and that one lights up that way, and you know, you kind of fall in love with those things. But anyway, of course we put a new BMW badge on it, new cabin air filter. It already has a new air filter from last night, and the one thing I didn't get done that I wanted to get done today was the oil change. I've got a filter. I didn't have the oil with me, unfortunately. Tomorrow, I'm gonna grab some 134A and come over here, vac the thing down and charge the AC. And of course, I rebuilt the harness for that CAN bus sensor, the air quality sensor. I am super excited to get this thing finished up and back to the house. I should be done with it tomorrow, and I don't think I'm even gonna video wrapping that stuff up because, you know, what's an oil change? We all know how to do an oil change. I got a call from Walser Audi this morning. My R8 parts finally arrived. They're at the dealership. I need to go pick those up. And this is probably one of the most exciting things for me. Bunker Branding and I finally did the deal, and we have a brand new merch line. It is dropping right now. You can head on over to shopwatchjrgo.com and see the recent YouTube videos. The shirts will be up very, very soon. I just sent in the approvals. I'm so excited for Monday when and there's new shirt designs. This shirt comes back out. The Watch JR Go text one's coming out. It's gonna be awesome. So shopwatchjrgo.com, super pumped about that. I'm out of here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Also, I went crazy on the interior cleaning. Look at this. I mean, it's not perfect yet. There's a little bit to do here and there. I still need to vacuum out this nonsense back here, but mats are clean. I got all the pop out of the cup holders and tried to scrub off all this soft touch nonsense. It is about 1,000,000 times better, and there's still a little ways to go. So it'll get a full detail here soon.